So let me give you the reality of the submissions, kind of the submissions to carriers, kind of what goes on. So if you look at the big picture and you look at all this, let's just say commercial lines, okay? Personal lines is a very different dynamic because you get, real time, instant quotes, all those kind of things. But, let's just take commercial lines. The vast majority of submissions are done over email. Vast majority. I would go 80% plus of all submissions are done by email. So this whole thing about when we talk about making the process efficient, better, okay, let's not just jump to API. Let's think about, okay, so if you are sending an email to somebody, then you're getting a response from an underwriter, then some information is missing. You go back and forth on email. Typically, by the way, our research shows us 2 to 4 weeks back and forth. Okay. And finally, all the information is there. It's underwriting ready. You get a quote back in email. That is the vast majority of commercial submissions today. Well, so let's think about this. The answer to solving this problem holistically is not APIs alone. The answer to solving this problem is, okay, take the entire workflow that we just discussed, okay, and you articulated it very nicely. How do you make that better? I think the starting point from a mental model is, okay, you cannot ignore emails as a channel because that's what's going on today. Now, you can do a whole bunch of things. How do you take information that is going out by email, and how do you extract all that, and how do you convert that to some structured data? How do you provide visibility to an agency of all the submissions they've sent out, whether it was by email or whether was by API? It's all in one place. How do you drive connectivity with the carriers on the other side such that information is showing up on dashboards like that? And by the way, the carriers who respond quickly, might actually have the upper hand because then the agent is just going to go with them. They don't like to wait. So the point is, by taking this all this data that is stuck in documents that are going out by email, by extracting that, by putting that in a single place, and by making it more efficient for agencies and carriers to collaborate in the system versus getting lost in their email inboxes, that's where magic can happen. And by the way, to your point about pattern recognition, I saw this in the other industry, in advertising technology, where hundreds of billions of dollars of media that are being bought by agencies and sold by publishers and big technology companies were all, they moved away from RFPs and email, and it was all in-system communication, in-system visibility, even though behind the scenes it's not all API based. So there are patterns here.